and welcome to Get the Juice with Moose. I'm your host, Moose, and it's Gaz! Hi, Gaz!
Good morning.
Good morning. How are you doing this fine day?
I'm doing good.
You're doing good? Glad to hear it. Have you got yourself a beverage of choice?
I have my water bottle right here.
Excellent. That's what I like to hear. So, can I ask, first of all, can you please introduce yourself?
Hello, everyone. I am GazzGengar. I am in my early 30s. I am from South England, and I stream when I feel like it. Phasmophobia, Minecraft, and sometimes I come into Moose's chat for shenanigans.
We do love some shenanigans. And now, if you had to introduce yourself again, this time using only 3 emojis. Go. I have to put you on the spot. Sorry about that.
I have to open up my list of emojis.
You can just kind of like guess an emoji if not.
Well, I mean, I have my own list of emojis, might I add.
Uh-huh.
It comes with being an affiliate.
Mm-hmm.
Comfy. Arson. Boop.
Comfy, arson, boop. I love that.
And comfy. And comfy.
So you get a boop on the nose, but you will be set on fire. You know, there's no either or in this situation.
No. The boop on nose will set you on fire.
But you'll be comfy while you're aflaze.
Yes.
Excellent. So we're going to start with the juicing chamber today. First of all, I get to know you a little bit, and then we juice you a little bit harder to get some more nitty-gritty details and finding out things that you didn't know that you needed to know. So I'm going to start nice and simple, nice and easy introduction to it. What's your favorite instrument?
Ooh.
Either to listen to or to play, or indeed to watch other people play.
Now, here's the thing, right? You say what's my favorite instrument? I've got about 4 or 5. Like, this isn't easy.
That's fine. Enlighten us.
Because I like the piano.
Mm-hmm.
Piano was like the first love. I used to learn how to play the piano. I don't anymore, but I used to learn that. But I like listening to flute, harp, violin, and there was one more, and guitar. I like listening to all 4 of those instruments. And the one that's the one that you could sometimes play for Legend of Zelda music.
The ocarina?
Kimbali. It goes like plong 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 plong. Anyway.
Okay. Yeah, I couldn't tell you the name of the instrument, but I know the one you mean.
Yeah, like anyway, those are 5 instruments I love listening to. Although violin isn't for the reason you would expect.
No? Enlighten.
I used to listen to a bunch, and I mean a bunch of dubstep violin.
Okay. I can honestly say I've never heard dubstep violin.
Have you heard of the artist Lindsay Sterling or Vanessa May?
Name rings a bell. Couldn't tell you why.
They started in dubstep violin. I'll put it that way.
Okay. You know what? I'll check them out. The name does ring a bell. Are they the 2 people who were like banned from classical concerts because they were too good?
No.
No? Okay, because I know there was 2 people who used to play. I'm gonna say violin. It might not have been that, but they were banned from performing classically in competitions because they broke the rules of the instrument, and they were too good, and everybody would always pick them as the winner, even though they were not classically playing the classical piece. If that makes sense.
It does make sense. I can see Vanessa May doing that. I can't see Lindsay Sterling doing that because they were on America's Got Talent. So.
Oh, well, that's very interesting.
that they weren't in traditional violin competitions, but they were in a competition that was televised. So
Mm. I think that was allowed. They just weren't allowed to partake in traditional violin competitions. And this is very much I'm digging depths into like digging
Mhm.
deep into depths of partial knowledge. So I could just be talking out of my actual butthole here, kind of piecing two pieces together and coming up, 2 + 2 = 10 sort of deal.
I've made Moose bring more ingredients to the table than they were anticipating.
So
But yes,
is it safe to say then that you'd enjoy like a trip to the Philharmonic Orchestra or something like that?
yeah,
Or mm,
yeah,
mm.
I would 100%.
Have you ever seen anything be played?
Um, not not really. It's not something I go on my way to do.
Mm,
But I have had the privilege of uh listening to Tubular Bells at a concert.
mm. Oh, I bet that was
Um,
cool.
that was very cool.
Mm,
I enjoyed that very much.
mm,
I was dragged along to that by Father Gengar,
mm-hmm.
and no, that was a very good time. And then yeah, no, I've been to the odd musical here and there, and you know what they're like for including
Mm.
instruments and such. So yeah, no, I don't really go out my way to go and watch them though.
Do you know what? I've only ever been to one. I went to the Kingdom Hearts Orchestra, and let me tell you, absolutely
Ooh,
beautiful. So,
ooh.
if there is like a game with a specific piece of music, and they do ever do an orchestral tour, 100% would recommend. I genuinely think you would thoroughly enjoy
I mean, come on now, I'm a Pokemon by
it.
nature. I'm going to listen to Pokemon on orchestra someday. Like that is yes, that is a yes.
Good, good. That's what I want to hear. So on the subject of music, then, what is your go-to karaoke song?
Daydream Believer by the Monkeys.
Don't worry, I'm not going to put you on the spot to make you sing it right now. Or am I?
I've sung it.
Nah, I'm not. Don't worry.
I have sung it in a talent competition before
Ooh,
when I was half the age I am now.
that's very cool.
So yeah, no, Daydream Believer was like my go-to pick at a young age, and it's go-to pick today. And it's actually genuinely one of my favorite songs
Mm,
of all time. And the fact that I can do it and perform it at a karaoke if I wanted to is absolutely just it's even better for someone like myself because I know I'm gonna have a laugh.
mm,
And I know the people around me are gonna have a laugh because it's that kind of song. You know, it's popular. It's been repopularized over the years by the likes of Shrek
mm.
and a few other pop culture outlets. So you know, it's had it keeps having its time, which is nice.
Yeah, and that's the main thing is that you enjoy it and everyone else enjoys it. In fact, it doesn't even matter if everyone else enjoys it. The main thing is that you enjoy it.
There, but I know everyone else is going to enjoy it as well.
Mm, mm.
At least the chorus.
Everyone will get up and join in. All right, so we had your favorite music. What about now, since you're in the juicing chamber, what is your favorite beverage, whether alcoholic or non?
I'm gonna have to say that it's probably gonna be a bit of a disappointment to some, but it's going to be a Coke Zero Cherry.
I mean, that's fair. That's fair. So you're
Even
Coke over Pepsi.
what?
Oh.
No, I said Coke Zero Cherry.
Yeah, yeah. So you're Coke over Pepsi. You'd pick Coke over Pepsi, is what I mean.
Oh, sorry. It sounded like you said I'm Cocoa for Pepsi.
Oh, no, no, no. You pick Coke over Pepsi, is what I was saying.
I didn't hear the word over. Yeah, yeah, I would. Pepsi doesn't. Unless there's Dr. Pepper on the table, then I'll grab that instead.
See, I think Dr. Pepper used to taste better than it does now.
Uh, you know what? Yeah, I can't argue that one. Yeah.
See, I don't know if it's just me or what, but the last few times I've had Dr. Pepper, I don't really drink it very often. It's kind of tasted kind of Play-Doh-y.
Oh.
Like, that's the best way I can describe it. Like, it's got like a bit of a Play-Doh flavor. Is that just me?
Nah, that's fair. That's fair.
Yeah. No, I don't know. I think possibly, you know, when everything had to remove as much sugar because, you know, sugar, just they replaced it with Play-Doh or something. I don't know.
Kind of tracks, honestly.
Wouldn't be surprised. It's what I'd do if I was Big Sugar. Alright, so
Yes.
wait, what's your favorite flavor then? In general, favorite flavor. If I was to hand you something and say like, right, lick this, it'll taste like whatever your favorite flavor is. What flavor do you want it to be?
Uh, ooh. Uh. Hmm. I'm not too sure. Ooh. Probably if I was to lick something that magically tasted like anything in the world. Uh. Probably. It'd probably taste like honey.
Yeah? Any
Yeah.
particular like type of honey, like cloudy honey or like floral honey?
I didn't know there were different kinds.
I think it's like fancy levels of honey, or there's cloudy, or there's clear honey. Those are my three my three levels of honey knowledge. You have the fancy stuff, the cloudy stuff, the not cloudy stuff.
Maybe the clear honey then, I guess. I'm not too sure what I'm discerning here. So maybe the clear honey, but definitely honey nonetheless.
Okay, okay. So I'm gonna make a guess here. Then my next question, the answer is probably not going to be honey, but maybe it is. So my guess is it's not honey, but I will obviously I'm not going to put words in your mouth. So my next question is, if you had to eat only one food for the rest of your life, what would it be?
Sausage rolls.
Sausage rolls? Any specific one? Like anywhere from like any particular locations?
Greg's.
I had a feeling you were going to say Greg sausage rolls. Hot or cold?
Either.
Either? Okay, no preference. Oh, that's fair. Fair. Yeah, you just have to eat one food forever. It doesn't matter if it's hot or cold. You can mix it up. Okay. Okay. That's fair. Yeah, Greg's sausage roll is pretty good. Wouldn't lie. I like their vegetarian sausage rolls as well. I don't think
They're
you can
actually
still.
pretty good. I liked the one they did a few years back that I don't think they do anymore. It was cheese and steak.
No, don't say I know that one.
That was a very nice sausage roll. Although technically, I guess the word sausage wouldn't apply here. It was a cheese and steak roll, but it was still a roll nonetheless. It was lively. It was so good. I don't know why they got rid of it.
Was it just a limited edition sort of dealy bob?
It might have been a limited edition Dealy Dooley, but it was about 3 years long of a limited edition Dealy Dooley. So
Huh. I can't say I ever tasted it, so I guess I'm just missing out. Maybe they'll bring it back. Write to them. You never know.
never know. You never know.
Exactly. If you don't ask, you don't get. Right. So just
True.
write to like CEO of Greg's, like, dear Greg's person. I like this. Can you make it again, por favor?
Yeah, Mr. or Mrs. Greggs. I don't know which. I cannot lie.
Mhm.
Yeah, I could probably do that.
Yeah, I reckon it might work. You never know.
Start a petition to Greggs. Bring back cheese and steak sausage rolls.
Yeah, maybe
See how long
you
that
could.
takes.
I reckon you'd probably get like at least 10 signatures. I don't probably.
I don't even know if people remember him. Like I say, it's been a while now.
I never had one, so I wouldn't. I would sign the petition for you. It's like I don't know what this is, but yes, do that. Okay, right. What's the? I'm gonna like deviate from sausage rolls here. To what's the weirdest talent or questionable talent that you have? Like rolling your tongue, folding your ears independently, burping the alphabet, yada yada yada.
Uh, hmm, um, it's just going to be interesting because I don't really have, I don't really particularly have an awkward or a strange talent. Not particularly.
Mm.
Although I guess, hmm, no, I don't really have a party trick. You could say,
No.
yeah, I don't. No, I don't really.
Oh, see, I used to know someone who could flip their
I
eyelids
can,
inside out.
I mean, I can. Because I think my tongue's one of those tongues where it's like a double joint thing. I can't remember what it is. But I can like do that thing where they can uh twist their tongue over on itself.
Mm-hmm.
Um, I can't remember what it is that's called, but it is a muscle thing, and tongues aren't supposed to do that.
Oh, rolling your tongue.
Apparently, something that, no, not rolling as in like belly roll, but like flipping it.
Oh, I just tried that. I can flip my tongue upside down. Is that what you mean?
I thought that was a thing. I guess not. Maybe I'm just daft.
Well, I could just have a flexible tongue, so I don't know. I don't
Uh,
know what
I
the.
mean, I can't remember off the top of my head if that is a thing or not. But yeah, no. Outside of that, I don't really have any particular party tricks.
Because I've seen people who can like make their tongue into like a three-leaf clover sort of shape. Have you ever seen people that can do that? They can just sort of like crimp their tongue is the best way I can describe it. I don't think. How do you discover that you have that talent? It's like, don't mind me. I'm just gonna fold my tongue into the shape of a plant. Blah.
Uh, People will do strange things when they're a child, and I'm sure that was one of them.
You know what? Fair. Like you did, the strange things you did as a child. Did you ever, do the thing like try to balance the light switch in between on and off, or keep the fridge door open with the light off or closed with the light on, or any of those like things?
I did do the fridge thing, and I tell you now, I got it every time.
Heck yeah.
I did the fridge thing. I also tried it with the freezer, but obviously not supposed to do that with freezers.
No.
So
get in trouble. Get in trouble with the older Gaz family members. Going to stop that Gaz.
Uh, Father Gengar would have been on me straight away with that. Just like, stop that. You're going to defrost the freezer. I'm like, what do you mean defrost the what? Huh? Yeah, you're going to have water everywhere. I'm like, oh no, slam.
Yeah. Better not do that.
You're going to flood the conservatory. Wait, what? Wait, what? Yeah. Oh no. We can't have that.
So, like, fun things you did as a kid. Was there anything that when you were younger you thought was going to be like a big problem, but actually turned out that it was wildly over? Like for me, quicksand. When I was a kid, quicksand seemed to be like in every TV show there was quicksand, and I got like paranoid that if I didn't be careful, I was gonna fall into a hole of quicksand. Did you ever have like anything like that?
Um, Not really. No, I used to. Oh boy, here we go. I used to get lost a lot on purpose.
On purpose.
I would be at like a theme park or a school trip to the Isle of Wight, for example, and I used to or I'd be in Wales again on a school trip, and I used to like I don't know how I managed it, but I lost the group every single time. Um, like we'd be out and about somewhere, and I know where I could go back to where we were staying for the week or staying for the night, and I'd be just like, I would, especially this one time we were in Wales. We were off doing an activity, and when the activity finished, it was like, okay, we're going back to the cavern. And at some point in time, we stopped to. Oh no, two of us had gone off ahead, and they expected us to be at the bottom of the hill, but there was loos just off to the left, so we'd gone off into the loos, the pair of us, because like obviously we needed,
Mm.
and when I came out, I thought, because I couldn't see the other one, so I thought they both. Sorry, I thought that he was with the school group and they had gone on ahead.
Mm.
So I just went on autopilot back to the place of where we were staying, and it turns out they weren't there at all. And I knew the number, so I was in the building, just sat there waiting for them to come back. And when they came back, they were like, "How did? What the?" I'm like, "Well, I mean, like, I'm just here. I apologize. I didn't realize. I thought you guys had come back already. So I'm just like here, just like hi."
At least you could find your way back, though. Like,
Oh,
you got separated, but you knew where you were going. It wasn't a case of you got separated and, like, 5 hours later, you were rescued.
oh no, that was 2 hours later in the Isle of Wight. Yeah, the theme park. That was a time.
Well, you
Oh
had
boy.
you had to be rescued that time?
Yeah, kinda.
Oh, no.
Because I took a wrong turn. Basically, I was down on a quiet plateau, and I got yelled at from above. Oi, get your behind up here! I'm like, oh, there you are. I've been here for an hour and a half. You're in the wrong place. Oh, oops.
So, are you just, like, oblivious and just wander off then? Or was it just like, yeah,
Kind
they'll
of,
catch up?
yeah. No, I do kind of just wander about a little bit too much on my own, but it never affected me. I'm still here.
Well, that's good at least. I know if I get lost just like standing still. I would face one way, I'd turn around and be like, "Oh, wait, where did everyone go?" And they could just like be next to me. I'm like, "Hang on, wait, huh? What?" So
No,
I feel like the two of us somewhere, you'd wander off, I'd just be there, so it's like, "Well, guess I'm just resigned to being here on my own then."
my sense of, oh no, when I'm with somebody that is happy to be in my company, I will stick to that person. Uh, but that never really happened that very much as a child, so that's why I was just like just gone. But
Wow.
my sense of direction is impeccable, as you can see.
See, that's very impressive. I wish I had that level of sense of direction. I'm literally like, I got nothing. You could take me out the front of my house, spin me around 4 times, and be like, so where am I now? I have no inner GPS at all.
I would find my way around London like really easily. I can find my. So have you ever been to the Excel building?
Yes.
Yeah, I can find my way around there pretty easily. I mean, there's numbers all over the place, Moose. It's not hard. Um,
Well, I've only ever been there when it's been like MCM, and it's like there's just heaving with people then, and everywhere looks the same because everywhere you look, there's just people.
no, that tracks. But even though there's just people everywhere, there's nice big numbers on the wall. Um, go along both sides. So you've got the N numbers or S numbers for the entrance exit to the boulevard. And then you got numbers along the wall that are like from like I think it starts at 1 and ends at 36 off the top of my head. So sometimes we just use those numbers on the wall as meeting spots. Just like, okay, if we get lost, everyone meet under 12. And I'll specifically point at it and be like, that's 12. Okay, okay, okay.
Well,
That's,
that makes sense because like the numbers are sequential. So even if you are lost, if you happen to be at like number 18, you can just be like, okay, 12 that way.
yeah.
So that's logical. If the numbers are just higgledy piggledy all over the place, then it's a problem.
Yeah, thankfully they don't do that in the Excel. Otherwise, I think I'd have a bit more issues.
Yeah. No, even parking the car. Like when I go to Tesco, I always have to park in the same sort of region. Otherwise, I don't know where the car is. It could be anywhere.
Oh, I don't drive, so
I was like, you don't really need to, like, um, being London would.
no, I really wouldn't. London would. Wow, that's a fun one.
Well, like, I never really needed to until we moved, like, further away. So, the closer to London we used to live, I had no need for it. But we're further away now, and it's like, kind of like, I kind of need it because the public transport system is not great.
Oh, I've heard.
Yeah. You know, we like the buses here is like none will come and then 4 will come. Those are your options. You can have none or 4.
Wow.
And usually, if 4 turn up at once, 3 of them will be out of service, but you won't know which ones they are until you get on it, and then one of them drives off, and then the driver's like, yeah, no, I'm on my break now. Oh, cool. So I should have been on that one? That's just driven away? Yep. Cool. Thanks for telling me. That's what it's like here.
Yikes.
Mm.
We don't have that. Well, we hardly have that problem. It still happens, but it's a lot rare. Thank fact.
Yeah, the only real problem in London with the buses is the fact that the roads are just so busy.
Yes and no. Depends on the time of day.
I suppose, like, in the evening, it's fine.
Yes, when I go to work, I don't have traffic problems. Not these days.
See, that's really good. That is definitely the benefits of working in the evenings and nights, is that you don't have to deal with people and traffic.
Oh no, we still have to deal with people in the morning when we're coming back. That's a bit of a different story.
Mm. No, is it more preferable then to go rather than return?
Yeah. If I'm returning at, for example, 7:30 in the morning, I'm gonna be a while.
Oh yeah, because then you hit rush hour, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's painful. Like, have you ever like seen like influencers in the wild during rush hour or other time and like, just doing stuff and just generally like being in the way?
Wait, run that by me again.
Like
Have I
like
have I ever seen what?
like an influencer out in the wild during rush hour just kind of being in the way.
No, I have not.
No?
Can't say I have. No, no.
Oh, you know that's pretty lucky because like my sister she lives in London. She said there is an influencer near her, and this lady is always just like rush hour is the time that she decides to set up and just film, and always gets kind of mad at people for going to work. It's very interesting.
Oh, that's one way to be different, I suppose. I don't know.
The only influencer in the wild I've ever seen was one time when we were on holiday, and it was a lady taking like a bikini and booty shots, and she was just like getting in and out of the pool, you know, making herself wet with the pool water, and her camera person, partner, husband, I don't really know who this person was just like taking pictures endlessly of her buttocks, like directly in front of me, because I'm just like chilling there, sitting in the sun, and then I'm like feeling kind of awkward because I just have this lady's bum like about 3 foot in front of me with like someone's camera right up it taking pictures. I'm like, where am I supposed to look? I was here first. I don't know what to do right now. So it was just like that's the only real experience I've ever had of like an influencer in the wild, and it was a bottom and booby influencer. And I didn't know where I was supposed to look.
I would just close my eyes at that point and pretend they're not there.
Well, I was just like, you know, I was just reading a book, which means essentially I was sitting up and basically looking straight forwards because I'm holding my book, and like she's right there in front of me. And I kept, you know, when you like you're trying not to look, but your eyes are literally facing that way, and I just kept seeing like buttocks, boobies, buttocks again. Like I tried not to look, but it's just like, why are you doing that there? But you know, they're allowed. It's fine. But it's just like I'm trying not to look. I don't know what I'm supposed to do.
Thankfully, I've never had that problem.
I guess
Specifically that problem. Yikes.
I think that's very specifically a pool problem. I'm assuming there isn't like the booby and bottom influences just roaming the streets of London casually. I don't know.
You never know.
Yeah, honestly, actually, yeah, fair. I have no idea. The latest hit anime is Rush Hour, and my neighbor is an influencer. You know what? I feel like that could be. I reckon that could be a story. I reckon that could be a show.
I don't know how far. I don't know how far that show could go though.
I reckon it'd be like a one hit, you know, one season, one shot deal.
what, 6 episodes type
Yeah,
thing?
yeah. Just
Okay, yeah, okay, that I can get behind. Yeah.
you'd have like I don't know what would be the
Premise.
yeah, other than like, I'm just trying to get to work every day. I think it'd be really short series. Like, was it Agrexico? Just like a really short series, like, or really short episodes. Sorry, not short series of just like just someone increasingly get annoyed, but their next door neighbors constantly being an influencer and making them late for work. I feel like that.
The lift broke down again. Oh, was it them? Yeah, it was them. God
Yeah,
damn
yeah.
it.
Can't get down the stairs. Can't get out the
uh,
door.
uh,
Can't get in my car.
kidding, my God, now that's a new one. I wasn't even thinking about that. Yikes.
What, can't get in my car? They're just like, what's like the car models where they sort of like spread over the car.
Uh, excuse you?
Like when the old ways they used to try and sell cars and motorbikes, they just have like scantily clad people draped over them.
They did?
They definitely did.
Okay, fair enough. I'll take your word for it, because I don't know this one.
I say they definitely, this is like a movie trope. I've only ever seen it in movies. It might not be real.
Yeah, that's okay, that's more understandable, because I've only ever seen that in movies, but I was just like, imagine that was actually actual, wow, brain fade. Imagine that was an actual advertisement. I couldn't think of the word. That would be a thing. That would definitely be a thing of our time.
I feel like that probably would have actually been a way that advertising worked, honestly. Oh, sexy car washing. Yeah, that too. That's an American thing, right? I don't think anybody washes a car sexily here.
No, you couldn't. It's too cold.
Yeah. Truth.
Oh, well, we both say, it's got to be true, right?
Yeah,
Right.
exactly. Sweaters can be sexy. I mean, you know what? What was that? What was that sweater that did the round like?
Excuse you?
There was like, it was like a jumper that was sexy and like backless. What was it called? Wait, the Virgin Killer? Is that what it was called? The sexy jumper? Am I making that up? Yeah, the Virgin Killer sweater. Yeah, it was like a sexy sweater. And it's like a backless long jumper that just covers the buttocks. So that's a sexy sweater, I suppose.
Fair enough.
Have you never seen this jumper before? It was all the
Nope.
rage a couple of years ago. I say a couple of, maybe 10 years ago. I don't even know how many years ago.
Oh, that would be why then, because I was still in the early 20s back then.
Well, I don't know how long ago it was.
So I wouldn't have any idea about these jumpers, because at this time, jumpers weren't really a thing that I was paying attention to.
You didn't like to be cozy back then.
No, I was more okay like that back then. That is actually genuinely the truth.
It was what? Sorry.
Way more chaotic.
No, that's fair. That's fair. I you know what? A lot of youngsters don't like jumpers or coats, and I'm just like, give me all of the sweaters, all of the coats, blankets, the whole lot.
I would like to point out, I used to wear, well, I still do wear a trench coat.
Oh, heck yeah.
So that was my I am comfortable.
Mm-hmm.
And it was also my go away. I don't like what you're talking about. I'm going to be in my coats and stare at riffraff.
Stare at the riffraff.
Yes. you there, you riffraff, not you. You riffraff, you can sod off. I don't need to talk to you.
Joe, I can imagine.
I'm going about my day.
I'm just like imagining you there with a cane and a top hat, like shaking it at people. You there, riffraff! Get off my property.
Maybe not a cane.
Yeah, but canes are fun and fancy.
Maybe a top hat. Maybe a Peaky Blinders cap, because that's all I can think of them calling nowadays.
A monocle to top it off.
Oh no monocle for me. What am I? 90?
Hey, monocles are just
No,
fancy.
no. I don't definitely have a pocket watch though.
Yeah?
I would have a pocket watch. I
Pocket
would if I
watches
could.
are cool. I'd lose it though.
That's fair. Probably so would I.
I would just immediately like put it down and it'd be gone forever.
Down the pocket watch. 5 minutes later, check all the pockets. Check all the pockets. Where'd it go? Dang it! I lost it again.
Yeah, it's exactly that. Like I do this with my phone all the time. Like if I the the fact that I can call my phone or ping my phone from my watch is good because I'm always leaving that everywhere. So like a pocket watch, which I can't ping or call, yeah, that's gone. That's gone forever.
Um,
Okay, so we've gone with like mild level juicing. I'm gonna juice you a little bit deeper now. So what would your dream house look like if money and location were not an issue?
oh boy, here we go. Okay, I would have a house in. I would have a relatively medium-sized house
Mm-hmm.
in the middle of nowhere. It would have a streaming setup in one room. It would have a recording studio in another. It would have a snooker table slash pool table in a third. It would have a pool in the back garden. Um, I would have a queen-sized bed.
Mm-hmm.
I'd have a walk-in closet. And a kitchen. Can't forget that. And a bathroom. Can't forget that either. Let's be
Yeah, yeah.
honest. So yeah, about an eight room house, middle of nowhere. So I like my isolation.
No, I can fully appreciate that. Like 1 floor, 2 floor, 3 floors. What kind of like?
Probably two.
Yeah,
Probably two.
yeah.
Turn the living room into a pool room. So have the TV screen playing stuff, obviously, but I would be playing pool the entire time. So
Sounds great. So like if you, I feel like the problem with having like 3 or more floors is that there's just a lot of stairs. And just I'd be tired. You want to go to bed, but you got to climb 4 flights of stairs. And like, oh, never mind, I'll just sleep down here.
hmm. At least I'd only have like one flight of stairs. Actually, no, two. I'd
Hmm.
have one at each end of the house.
Okay. So you could take the west wing or the east wing, darling.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Nice, nice. So you say like in the middle of nowhere. Do you mean like, um, without even so secluded there's no Wi-Fi, or so secluded there's no local shops, or how like in the middle of nowhere are we talking?
I have a streaming setup. There's got to be Wi-Fi.
Okay, yep.
Uh, uh, Outside of that, probably have like a village close by, but nothing extravagant.
Mm,
Uh, and it doesn't have to be in England. I actually probably would go be in Austria.
yeah.
Yeah, I think I'd go live out in Austria.
Have you been there before, or is that just somewhere that
I've
just
I've
calls to
been.
you?
Oh no, I went to Vienna last year.
Oh, okay, very
Uh,
nice.
I'm going there again this year. I have a friend that lives there, so I go out there. I'll go out there for a few days, pester them while I'm there, obviously. But all around have a good time, just being in a different kind of city, and it's nice.
Yeah, no, that sounds lovely. I've never been, so I am, sounds good. Sounds lovely. And also that means, the pool outside would be usable rather than, you might have 2 or 3 days that you could use it if you had one in England.
It depends on where you are in Austria.
Yeah?
Yeah, pretty sure Austrian weather is also quite chilly,
It does get
relatively.
warmer than here for longer than it does here, though, doesn't it?
Couldn't say for certain.
Mm. I'm just guesstimating based on the fact that it's just usually cold and wet here.
Yeah, if I was anywhere near the Alps, good luck trying to use a pool there.
I mean, some people are really into their ice baths.
But if I was, yeah, it's also true. But if I was in like South Austria, I probably could get away with it.
Yeah, all those thermal swimwear. You could just wear like a wetsuit to swim.
Also true. Also true.
Yeah, and it's just like I've never actually put on a wetsuit, so I should imagine it's just like a pain in the butt to get changed after swimming rather than a quick dip and shower off. It's a quick dip and then have to peel yourself like a banana. That's my envisioning of wetsuits.
Oh God. But oh God. But yeah, probably that.
I don't know. I've never put one on, so I don't
Although then
know.
again, I don't really feel the cold all that much, and I would feel it a lot less just because I've been in a cold climate
Mm.
like Austria. So I probably would just use the outside pool in just shorts anyway. So
No, that's fair. Would you have like a little sauna to warm up in afterwards? Like have a little dip,
yes,
get a little bit
no,
cozy
no,
after?
no, no, no. Yeah, I say yes. Probably not.
No,
I don't know.
not a sauna fan.
For start, that's a ninth room, and I'm not entirely sure if I want to do that.
That's fair. Would it not just
Uh,
be a little building by your pool? So does that count as a ninth room, or is it just like a part of the outside pool?
so a sauna shed. Now that's not a bad idea, admittedly.
Yeah,
Hmm.
because then like it's not, it doesn't classify as a whole nother room. You don't have to get your house sauna treated. I feel like having a room that generates just steam in your house is probably not good for the brickwork if it's not sauna proof.
Fair point. Yeah, I probably would have a little sauna shed now you mention it. Actually, yeah, yeah. Hmm.
Okay, I'm just adding some extra zeros onto your build. Sorry about
Yeah, I
that.
know. Oh well.
Alright. If you had to create a new holiday, what would it be about and how would people celebrate? Like a holiday
Like,
celebrating absolutely anything. What would you
oh,
pick? And how would people celebrate the day?
oh boy. Ooh. Hmm. Tricky, 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 tricky. Uh, I think you know what? I'm gonna have to look up some. I'm gonna have to look up some numbers here. Pokédex. What?
Okay,
Um.
that's fine.
Uh.
Take your time. I'll
Uh.
have some tea while you do it.
Aha. Uh. I do it that way, or would I do it that way? Probably do it that way. February 5th.
Mm-hmm.
Uh. Would mark Pikachu Day
Ah,
because Pikachu is number 25 in the Pokédex.
yeah.
And obviously, with Pikachu being Pokemon's mascot of sorts, it would probably fit nicely to have like that be a thing. And then it's a global thing as well. It's not just set to one nation.
Mm-hmm.
That would be nice. And then a way to celebrate would be to just have like a video of yourself opening a pack of cards, for example.
Ah.
Um, you don't have to get much, a little bit here and there. And it's just like, it's a nice little like fun thing. Or you could have it so that that's the day that the toddlers in the world, because you ever seen videos of Pokemon parents, let's say, sit their toddlers in front of Charmander, Bulbasaur, and Squirtle,
Yeah.
and have just like pick one.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Uh,
Pick your
um,
starter.
yeah, you could incorporate that into that specific day, so like every single toddler around the world would be all of a sudden you have like 2 months worth of pick your starter videos.
Oh, so it's like International Pick Your Starter and Open a Pack of Cards Day. Okay.
Actually, no, just drop the open pack of cards thing. Although that would be um a fun thing for adults to do. You know, just a little thing on the side, or play your game for like play like have the day dedicated to one of the games, for example, or
Mm.
you know, streamers would do full speed runs of the whole set list for that entire week because
Yeah.
those games can be long. So
Okay, so
you
like
know,
if you
just
have a kid, then it's pick the starter day, and
yeah,
if not, it's yeah do some.
it's do something Pokemon related,
Okay, how
basically.
would you decorate for this?
Uh, Probably the person, not the house. Like Halloween. Like
Okay,
some people dress up for Halloween. You would dress up for Pokemon Day.
I can get on board with that, like a
Sorry,
Charizard
Pikachu
onesie
Day.
or something.
No, I would like to point out, I'd differentiate between Starter Day, because that's what I would probably refer to as, and Pokemon Day, which Pokemon Day itself is the 27th of February.
Mm-hmm.
Uh, that day is the day that Pokemon released.
Mm-hmm.
Uh, just in general, I think it's the cards when they first released the cards.
Mm.
Uh, but you know, picking your starter would kind of bleed into that nicely in a way.
Yeah, yeah, that would be nice. If you if we could get on, something like Jurassic Parky and just start animating them as well, that'd be nice. Pick your
That would
starter
be
day just
kind of
evolves
nice.
into acquire a starter day.
If only.
I know, right?
But yeah, no, I would do something. I would definitely do something related to Pokemon, 100%.
Okay, so on that vein, then, what starter did you pick? Gen 1, Charmander, Squirtle, or Bulbasaur?
See, here's the thing, right? I wasn't a Gen 1 baby.
Okay,
I was a Gen 2 baby.
I can't remember what the
As in
starters are for Gen
Pokemon
2.
Crystal, as in I'm getting there. As in Pokemon Crystal was my starting game.
Mm-hmm.
So I had Chikorita, Cyndaquil, or Totodile to pick from, and it
Ah.
was Totodile every single time because Water Crocodile.
Cyndaquil because Fire Hedgehog.
Fair.
Typically speaking, up until what was it? Scarlet and Violet, I would always pick the fire starter because
Ooh.
arson. Um, but
Yeah.
but then when they had a little grass kitty, I'm like, sold.
Oh, you mean Weed Cat? Yes, that is genuinely the name given to them by the Pokemon community.
Mm-hmm. The little grass kitty, it's cute.
Yeah, Weed Cat.
Yeah, I didn't
Seriously,
like it
that's what we
being
call
called
it.
Weed Cat.
No, that's what most of the Pokemon community calls it. Like, I'm not just that's not coming from me. That is
Mm.
a genuine global thing.
Yeah, I have heard that, but I'm just like, it's just a green kitty. Why?
This is green.
Yeah, I guess. I didn't like its final evolution though. Like, why did it go on 2 legs and became like a magic cat? I just liked it being on 4 legs. Let me keep
I
a
mean,
kitty, gosh darn it.
I mean, I don't know why they made the Spanish-based starters circus-esque, but they did.
Mm. Oh.
That baffles me though. But they did do that.
Mm.
That's hence why Meowscarada is a magician of some sort because you find magicians at the circus.
Mm. Actually, I tell a lie. I did also pick one other grass starter, which was like the grass monkey. I don't remember what it's called.
Oh, Grookey.
Yeah, and then it evolved into just like a big gorilla with bongos. It's like, all right, Donkey Kong.
Yeah, I know, right? I was like, excuse me, is this Donkey Kong Bonga? Wait, hang on. Shoot,
Donkey
what is the name
Konga.
of that game? That's the game. Is that this all over again? Is that what we're doing over here? Because yeah, no, you're not wrong. That's exactly what it looked like.
Yeah, yeah. When it evolved, I was like, okay.
I was like, okay, so we've got a drum set now. Fair enough.
Yeah, yeah. All right, fair. I'm down. We've advanced from stick to drums. The natural progression of life.
Grookey just wanted to play the drums the entire time.
Understandable. I also just like to hit things with a stick.
Will you stop hitting me with a stick, please? Thank you.
Okay, I'm sorry.
We're
Okay, right.
supposed to be juiced, not tendered.
A little bit of column A, a little bit of column B. Alright, if you broke a limb and I contacted your family to let them know, what would be their response? And how would they assume you'd done it?
Their response would be, "Oh, he hasn't done this for a while." And then it probably would be, was it in a good? Actually, I don't know. I do know. What was he lifting heavy stuff off the top shelf again?
Again, implies that you have done exactly this previously.
No. What do you mean? No. Listen, I tore my ACL once. Okay, no, let's not beat around the bush. It was a thing that definitely happened, and I was reaching for the top shelf. So yes, this kind of thing basically happened once before.
I see. Do you know what? My family would also be like, yeah, that sounds about right. What'd she do this time? Did she fall over again? You know?
No, that was my youth, but that was because of disabilities.
Yeah, no, I was a very clumsy child, which actually probably also same sort of thing, just no one knew. Okay, if you woke up one day with a completely different accent, which accent would you like it to be? Assuming you could choose. Like, you wake up and there's just a screen in front of you, like, select your accent for the day.
Probably Russian.
Yeah?
Just trick Russian people everywhere.
I'd love to be able to just rotate through different accents. I can't do accents, but I'd love to be able to do that.
I don't know about rotating through accents, but I definitely would go. I would go Russian, and if I can't go Russian, I would go Chinese.
Yeah.
Just mess with people for a day. Just like he looks British. How the hell is he speaking in a Chinese accent? What the heck? Just mess with people.
Just confuse people all day.
Mm.
Okay, right. Another thing here that leads nicely into something that would confuse other people. If you could make one inanimate object talk, what object would you pick and why?
A PC tower. Then it would let me know when it needs to be cleaned.
Oh, okay. So it'd be convenient.
But that convenience.
Would that be the only thing you would tell you? Be like, excuse me.
I mean, yeah. There would be obviously other things as well, like I'm about to crash if you do this thing, or your power circuit's gonna fail if you're not careful with me right now. I'm like, okay, I'll turn some things off. You know, it'd be kind of not an ADHD reminder. It might be ADHD, but you know, when people have like so many tabs open, it'd be like, no, close this tab, close this tab. You're not using them. Save yourself some power here. I'm like, oh, that's a good point. I should probably do that.
Do you not feel like it'd be a bit naggy though? Like, you know, you're just sitting there and you're like, for example, you're just perusing something that you're considering purchasing on the internet and you just hit like, I'd really like a new GPU, please. Not right now, but I'd really like one. Imagine how many more things you get. And you just have that by your feet. Kind of like, excuse me, can I have some more power?
My tower isn't down on the floor, Moose. My tower's on the table with me. My tower is respected, Moose.
Mine's on a stand, but it's by my feet. Like, it's not on the floor.
No. Mine's at eye level.
Okay. So you could communicate with it like eye to eye.
Yes, my tower. That's why it was the first thing I thought of, because I was stared directly at him like, that would be useful if that could talk. So, and it would be keeping me responsible, Moose. It wouldn't nag me about these things. It'd be like, don't buy that. That's not very something you need right now, is it? I'm like, no, you're right. It'd be a responsible box, Moose, not a nagger.
Oh, I feel like mine would absolutely nag me.
Nah.
It'd be like, it's dusty down here! Why are your feet near me again? Please upgrade me! I'm 7 years old, please!
At least mine's only 2 years old, admittedly, as well. Actually, it's only a year and a half. I haven't had it very long. Although now that I mention this all out loud, I actually genuinely need to clean it. I haven't taken it apart and done that yet. So
So it will thank you for it when that happens.
yeah, I would hope.
Nah, do you know do you have any animals?
Nope.
See that you don't have any like pet fluff or anything going in there. Because one thing when
No.
and I will miss Pit Pat every day, but when we did have her, she would love to just come and like sit on top of the computer. So I'd have to clean it all the time. I was like, Pats, your fur, please. The fans do not like it. Okay, right. So we've got a little we've juiced you a little bit now. I'm gonna juice you a little bit further with some would you rather situations. So you can pick which one you would prefer and then discuss why. So would you rather only be able to sing instead of talk, or only be able to dance instead of walk?
Sing sing instead of sing instead of talk, because I can barely walk as it is, Moose. So if I'm dancing, I'm just going to be all over the place. But yeah, no, it's never going to work. Whereas with the singing thing, and to be honest as well, I walk a lot for my job. So if I'm dancing around the store, I think people would get a little bit upset with me pretty quickly. So if I'm singing all the time for talking, I don't say very much. And if I'm on stream, then the singing's just a fun little quirky aspect. So I could get away with that.
No, that's fair, but it's like literally everything you say, you'd have to sing absolutely everything.
Yeah, I'd be fine with that.
Yeah. Okay, that's fair. Would you have like a preferred singing voice, or is it just be like just sing with whatever, like introducing yourself to someone new? Hello, I'm Gaz, or with just some jazz hands, or
Well, I would I'd probably go into my higher octave voice and just sing in this range, throughout the rest of the time, as opposed to being down here.
you wouldn't like drop to like rock, metal, emo, screamo, or anything like that.
No, 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 no. I'd keep it light and fluffy.
No, that's fair.
Just because I'm singing all the time doesn't mean I want to inconvenience other people.
I mean, just like have a good vocal range, I suppose, and just rotate through all of them. You don't have to commit to one. You just have to sing everything.
We could do that, admittedly. Yeah. I'd have to have the lung capacity for opera, though.
Well, you'd get used to it though, wouldn't you? If you have to sing everything, eventually you'd get the lungs on you.
True. True.
Okay, would you rather have a talking pet or a teleporting car?
I almost said, how do I have the car? Because I don't have a license, but I don't have to necessarily drive it. I just have to sit in it.
Mm-hmm.
Hmm.
Yeah, you literally just sit at the car and say like Tesco, and and then you're at Tesco. You don't know what Tesco you're going to be at because you have to specify the location. Or if you just say Tesco, it would just be like could be in south of England, could be in Scotland. Who knows? You're just going to Tesco.
I end up in Wales. How the hell did I get here? Why is everything in Wales? Oh no.
Yeah, I mean, like it's a you have to be specific with it, or you could just teleport wherever you want. So.
I say Liverpool, and it sends me to Liverpool Street in London, not Liverpool, the city,
Yeah.
or even Liverpool in South America, because I know one exists over there.
You'd have to be really, really careful. Like you tell the car to teleport you home, and it's like cool, but home is home for everyone. My home is different to your home, is different to Bo's home, for example. But the car doesn't know this; it just knows it as home. So you just go to someone's home. You have to be
Uh,
really specific with this teleporting car.
I would give it. I would make the car remember my favourites. And I'd say favourite home, and then it should take me outside my house. In theory.
I better hope it's not a pre-owned car then, so it's had someone else's favourites programmed.
Oh God, no, hang on, now that's not fair. Darn, I didn't think this through. No, but I wouldn't have a talking pet because no, thank you.
No?
No, no. I've already got a talking PC. Why do I need a talking pet as well? Ah,
It's like lovely and chatty, and it means that your PC would never be lonely if you had like a little dog or a gerbil or a guinea pig that would just chat to it. Like, imagine you got your talking PC and you go on holiday for 2 weeks and it's just left there to sit on its own in the silence for 2 weeks. That's gonna be so lonely for your talking PC. You have to get it a talking pet. Well, you'd have some like weird explaining to do when you turn up at your friend's house. Like, yeah, could you just look after my computer for a week? Okay. Yeah, no, it's a little bit chatty, but you'll get used to it. Okay. And then
I don't know if it would take too kindly to be moo. Actually, hang on a minute. No, I'd have to have somebody come here to look after it. Although, would it be okay with me turning it off?
probably not. You'd have to keep it on. So yeah, you'd have to keep it plugged in. So someone would have to come and like house sit your PC that talks. Otherwise, it'll get lonely.
Blimey.
That's why like having a talking pet would be convenient.
I don't know. Ah. Hmm. Nah, I'd still probably go, well. No, you know what? You've convinced me. I'd go talking pet.
Yeah. Okay. And that then my final question to go with that: what pet would you have?
A rabbit.
Oh, rabbits are so cute. Have you ever had a pet rabbit?
I've only ever had pet fish.
Ah, like fancy fish.
No, godfish.
Ah, they can get pretty big though. To be fair.
But yeah, I've only ever had pet goldfish because I kind of wanted to steer clear of pets because of Father Gengar.
Mm.
He's an epileptic, and I don't really feel comfortable about pets being around him. Even though pets would know better, I suppose I still wouldn't feel comfortable.
Mm. No, that's understandable. You can get like service animals that will alert when like an epileptic instance is going to occur though.
No, I understand that, but it's not. It's still a concern for me for the pet.
No, I understand that entirely.
So there's that.
Yeah, no, that's fair. And I guess like if you have a rabbit that's much more confined to the smaller locations, so you don't have to worry about any additional extra problems that might occur.
Thankfully.
Mm. The only thing you have to worry about is bunny poop.
Yeah, that's okay.
Well, that's like, do you know like bunnies actually eat their own poop sometimes?
No, I've heard of this before.
Yeah, I think it's for like fiber or something. I don't really know. I don't think they eat all of it. They just eat some of it.
Couldn't tell you.
No, I couldn't tell you either. There's like, hey, did you know? And I give you like a random fact, but actually it's not even a fact. It's just nonsense.
That's the moose I know. I mean, what? I didn't just say it on the podcast. What? No, I don't know what you're talking about. No. I've never met this moose in my life. Definitely not. No. Who are you?
I ask myself that daily. Okay, would you rather always have to eat your food cold or always have to eat your food slightly burnt?
Always eat it cold.
Yeah? Like everything, like
Remember,
a roast dinner, cold.
remember, I'm eating sausage rolls the rest of my life. I don't mind them
Oh,
cold.
you know, that's true. You don't want burnt sausage rolls.
I've thought this one through, Moosey.
All right, that's fair, that's fair. So in that case, then, on the subject of food, would you rather have to brush your teeth with hot sauce or wash your face with ketchup?
Brush my teeth with hot sauce.
Yeah? Are you a spicy person or nah?
No, but I know I can handle it because I've Oh boy, this is a story. I used to. Yeah, this is gonna go left field, but give me a moment. I used to work for a butcher's,
Mm-hmm.
but they used to sell uh, what was considered the hottest concentration of hot sauce. Um, it was like a Scotch bonnet levels of heat, but because it was concentrated hot sauce, it was hotter than that.
Okay.
Um, and one drop of that would clear your sinuses for a week. So, if I brush my teeth with it, not that particular one, obviously, that's a bit too hot. But if
Mm.
I brush my teeth with hot sauce, I'm sure I would be still clearing my sinuses for about 3 days. So I could do with that. I wouldn't mind that. Especially as washing my face with ketchup. I just think I'd have blood on my face. I wouldn't do that.
I can
Especially if
imagine,
I,
like.
especially if I missed a bit to try and get off the face, like you're washing your face with ketchup, you miss a bit, and it just doesn't look right. It's either sauce on your face to some people, or it's blood on your face to other people, and you don't look right. You look like a crazy person.
Also, I guess you're like pre-seasoning yourself for cannibals.
Uh,
Assuming
okay,
cannibals
maybe.
like ketchup on their humans, I don't know.
Uh, yeah. Fair point.
I don't know anybody that consumes humans, but a lot of people like ketchup. So,
Yeah, yeah. I
so
don't.
no,
I'm a mayonnaise person myself.
same. I like mayo. Like ketchup is fine on a hot dog, but I don't, or a burger, but like I don't have it with like anything else. Like I would not pick ketchup for anything.
I don't even have ketchup on hot dogs or burgers. I just don't like ketchup. I just no, not for me, thank you.
Okay, and then that's another reason why you wouldn't want to wash your face in it. Then I guess. But would you want to? Would you then prefer mayonnaise? Even if you have to brush your teeth with hot sauce or wash your face with mayonnaise.
No, I'm still brushing my teeth with hot sauce.
No, that's fair. That's fair. I can
May,
imagine
ma-
actually
uh,
walking around with lumps of mayo on your face is arguably worse than potential
yes,
ketchup on your
Moose.
face.
Yes, let's not go there, Moose.
Well, it would just look like a bird pooed on you all the time. You don't. You don't want
Bird
that.
poo. Uh huh.
That.
Definitely just bird poo.
I mean, it's yeah.
People have minds worse than that, Moose. They wouldn't default to bird poo. I'll tell you that much right now.
I would default to bird poo. I'd be like,
Yeah,
oh, sorry, a
you.
bird's
Yeah,
pooped on you.
yeah, you would. But I know damn well that people aren't moosey.
I would just be like, oh, bird's pooped on you. Here, have a tissue.
No. People aren't moosey.
Oh.
Moose. People will default to worse.
Yeah, I see the problem here. Fair enough.
So, still gonna brush my teeth with hot sauce on that one.
That's fair. Understandable. All right, would you rather time travel to the past and accidentally change history, or time travel to the future and learn something terrifying?
You know what? I'm chaotic. Let's go change accidentally or something in the past.
Oh, what would you do? Like nothing
Uh,
major. Like it has to be something real minor.
hmm. What's the worst butterfly effect I could cause? Or the best butterfly effect I could cause?
Yeah, just like something real small.
Hmm.
No, like assassination attempts or anything.
Okay, it's small-ish.
Mm-hmm.
Um, back during no, this is gonna sound grand scale. Trust me, it's small. Back during World War One, I think it was World War One. There was a German boat that was like known as the best in Germany's fleet. The
Mm-hmm.
British intelligence lost it for about 24 hours before locating it again. And by lost it, I mean they were tracking it, and then it started to set sail. It's like in fog, and it's like, where the heck has it gone? The minute thing I would change is having less fog, so the search
Okay.
was easier. Because the amount of fog that there was, you could only see clearly about 20 feet in front of you.
I mean, is that something you would have the ability to change personally? I was more thinking like, you would accidentally trip over your best friend's grandma and then your best
Oh,
friend is
okay. That's a fair point. I didn't think about this bit. I didn't think about this bit at all.
But that's like it's a valid choice. But I wasn't anticipating you have control of the weather, and now I know you have control of the weather. If you could just make it a little bit warmer, please, that would be nice.
No, I'm only in control of cold thing, Moose. I'm a ghost after all. I'm cold by nature myself, so
Ah, dang it.
yeah. But you make a fair point. All right. I would. So there was one mistake. It wasn't major. It wasn't big in pertaining to the war or anything like. But there was one mistake. They thought the boat had gone south when it had actually gone north. I would just tell them just go north.
Okay.
That's all I would do is I would infer that I would infer to them that north would be a better idea than the south. That's all I would do.
Okay.
That's literally the one change because instead of going about 8 hours south, they could cut out that time. That's a pretty small change in my opinion.
I feel like that'd potentially have a pretty big impact. That's
Yeah, but
potentially a much bigger impact than what I was thinking.
but it's still a small change. It's just a change in direction, Moose. That's literally all it is.
That is true. That is true. All right. Fair. Fair.
I mean,
Uh,
they still caught up to the boat as well. They'd
yeah.
just catch up to it sooner. Like
Yeah.
I know that for a fact. I've listened to this before.
Mm-mm.
Um, I know for a fact they did catch up to and destroy said boat. They're just doing it a little bit sooner.
Yeah. Just getting a little bit quicker. That's fair. That's I didn't even consider that honestly. So okay. That's pretty cool. Just changing the course of history
But
rather
only
than
ever so
tripping over
slightly.
grandmas.
But literally only ever so slightly. Because as I
Yeah.
say, they did catch up to it eventually. They just happened to go the wrong way first for a few hours.
Yeah, just changing it ever so slightly. Okay. All right, we're on to our final section of juicing now, Gaz. Are you feeling like you've got a little bit more juice to give?
I mean, I just hydrated, so
Excellent, excellent. Okay, in that case, then I have for you here a couple of mildly useful superpowers, and I just want you to pick which one you would prefer and why. So let's see. I have like 1, 2, 3, 4 sets here. 4 sets of mildly useful superpowers for you to pick one of, and then you will be free to go. So my first one is: would you prefer to have a permanent fresh breath no matter what you eat, or like reverse pickpocketing, where you can just give people something in their pocket without them noticing, like you just bless them with a little gift on the way?
uh, I think I'd prefer to have fresh breath.
That makes
Uh,
sense. After brushing your teeth with hot sauce.
yeah. I mean, if we're going canonically here, based on podcast canon, I would, that.
Yeah, no, that's fair. Cause like sometimes like if you like tuna or garlic, Those smells can linger even after brushing your teeth, like, a lot. Sometimes that garlic is, I mean, maybe it's just because I eat a lot of garlic, but sometimes I'm like, brush, 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 brush again, brush, brush, brush. So, like, having permanent fresh breath, that'd be very convenient.
Especially as I already sort of reverse pickpocket my friends anyway. I just do it via Steam gifts, and like every now and again, I'll just like, okay, I'm gonna buy my friends this game, and about 24 hours later, they've all pinged me and it's just like, don't do this, guys. Why are you doing this again? Like, why not? Surprise! Here, enjoy.
That's sweet. I like that. I like that a lot. So you already have one set of superpowers. I like it. I like it. Okay, right. Then the next one I'm gonna ask you: would you prefer to have Let me try that again. Instant
Pardon?
background music that plays whenever moments of importance occur, or dramatic wind effects that cause a gust whenever you say something deemed dramatic enough?
Ooh, ooh, ooh. Hey, Moose.
Mm-hmm.
You know how you said didn't have control of the weather earlier? I think I found my way to control the weather. Uh, uh, no, but seriously, I would absolutely enjoy the idea of just having instant background music for important, just important things.
So,
Just like just to confuse the people that I'm around. Just like, where's that music coming from? Why do I hear it inside my head? I'm just like, intensify it, intensify it.
yeah, it's
Okay,
like
now break.
everyone can hear it. You know, like you're in an important, like, I don't know, job interview, and you can hear like the Who Wants to Be a Millionaire, like the heartbeat thump thump music, just like when they're pondering the offer to give you, and they're like, what is happening? And they're like, this feels important. We should extend our hand and give Gaz the offer because this music is dictating that we should right now.
I'm just imagining people in a position of interviewing, just like, huh? What? I haven't got anything in me. No, I've got anything in my ears. I haven't got anything on my ears. So where the bloody hell's that music come from? Can imagine. I just can imagine.
Although, would they also just be like, because you know, as you step into the interview, the tense music it starts playing as you step in, and they're like, excuse me, can you turn off any musical devices on you? I don't have anything. We can hear music as you enter the room. It could backfire.
No. The music doesn't get intense enough until I start to think about questions. Then it gets intense. Then it's like, so what musical devices do you have on you right now? I'm just like, huh? What? I'm
Nothing.
I'm just thinking over here. What are you on about? No, seriously.
Like the brain monkeys banging the tambourines more. It's like we can hear that. What is this? What is this music?
Uh, you tell me. My phone's on the desk. You can see my phone's on the desk. You can see my phone's off. I ain't got anything, Chief.
Yeah, they come and like listen to you, like put the ears right up to you. It's like, huh, weird. It's not coming from this person. What is where is the music coming from?
Just completely disrupts the entire interview. Every question they ask is just more weird or intense music, and it's like, I know, Chief, it ain't me.
They're like, we just need to discuss for a moment. Can you step out? You step out the room, and the music stops. And they're like, no, the music was definitely with them. Like, come back in, and music starts again, but it's not coming from them because the music just is like fills the whole room. There's no audible place where it's coming from. It just fills the room.
I step in while I'm on my foot's in the door and out the door, and the music's only half playing. It's like a left right thing, and you're just like, okay, now I've only got it in one ear. Hang on a minute.
Whenever someone walks past you on the street, if they like zoom past you, they get like a meow, just a little flyby sound effect. It's like that was weird. You know, you're shopping in Tesco. You know, I'm just down like the cheese aisle, and I can hear you coming with like some soundtrack to your life, like da da duh, 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 and just as you just walk past down the cheese, I was like, that was weird. Every time I encounter one particular person in different aisles, music is playing, and I'm very baffled. I can't imagine that being very confusing for everyone around you.
So some places that I've worked in, they've had like a set route to go through the entire store. So I'm just like walking walking through, doing my thing, and the people around me are just constantly getting this background music, and it's just like, huh? What the? Hey, do you hear that? No. Yes. Wait, what?
Yeah, or make it really weird that everyone else can hear the music, but not you.
Oh yeah, no, that was even weirder. I'm just there. I'm just there humming away. It's like, oi, guys, do you hear that? I'm like, hear what? What do you mean hear
Yeah.
what? You can't hear that?
Lie
No.
detector test you is like, huh, Gaz really can't hear the music. Interesting. Interesting!
You
Inadvertently
sure you can't?
gaslighting everyone into thinking they're insane because you can't hear the music.
But then the music gets stronger as they walk up to me, so it's just like, but surely you can. Well, I mean, like it's on you, so like surely you can hear that. I'm like, huh? What? At that point, I'm oblivious to this thing. It's no longer a superpower, Moose.
It's just a confuse everyone power.
Everyone else just in my vicinity, just like. So we know where Gaz is, obviously.
You can
Oh,
never hide.
that'd be even worse if I was in a position of power. I'm just like walking through the store, and it's like, quick, manager's coming. Do your job. Like, I'm never gonna catch anyone in the act. Goes from a superpower to a super detriment.
So, would you prefer the dramatic wind gust then?
No, I'm gonna keep with the music solid because it's funny regardless.
Either or, it's amusing. Okay, all right. Your next which mildly useful superpower. I'm not entirely sure what the useful aspect of the last one was, but the mildly useful one here. Would you prefer?
Oh no, no, I got it. It's mildly useful because if I am in a position of power, then people will start fucking hurrying up. Just following people around the stores, like we can hear his music everywhere. Are you sure he's around?
You could never have like background music on anywhere because people would just assume it was you watching from the shadows.
And I am a Pokemon that blends into the shadows, so that's even better. So it's just like, where is he? Keep moving, keep moving, keep moving. Okay, the music's slowed down. I think we can stop it. Oh no, it's come back again.
And that's where if you had like the reverse pickpocketing where you just like slip a little like MP3 player into someone's pocket, you're like, oh, it was you. The music's not me. Just confuse everyone.
Just have a boombox on their trolley, and it's like, so do you want to explain this? And like, yeah, that wasn't there before.
I literally can't explain it. Everyone around you's just confused permanently.
That's one way to get rid of troublemakers.
Just confuse them into leaving. It's like, I don't understand what's going on anymore. Goodbye.
Just like, so you thought you could invite everyone to listen to your music, eh? No, that's not my music, sir. Yeah,
Yeah, I believe you. I believe you.
Taking notes. Sorry, you were saying. Apologies. I just thought it was like, no. I had a mildly inconvenience, but it's still a use for me.
All right, this one's like mildly inconvenient for some people, I guess, but I would find this very useful. I'd love either of these powers. So you can either have cat magnetism or dog magnetism, where this is where every one of either of these two animals within a 3-street radius will naturally gravitate towards you for head pats. Which would you pick? Cats.
Simply because too much energy coming from dogs. Way too much energy coming from dogs.
Yeah.
I couldn't. I would give them a head pat, and then they'd be gone and come back in about probably 5 minutes. Want more head pats? Like they would never actually ever leave. Whereas cats, you give them a head pat, and they probably would wander off, and I probably wouldn't see him for a week, and then probably see him again because cats are inherently, as far as I'm aware, inherently lazy. So
Yes.
like I think I'd prefer cats because I wouldn't get the same energy from a cat that I would a dog, and a dog could just go nyum nyum. I'm back from my head pat. See, it's only been 5 minutes.
Yeah, just be there licking you to death. It's like, free head pats! I'm in!
Oh, how big are we talking 3-street radius? Because the street that I'm on is about 700 houses long. So how long is this radius?
It's just wherever the nearest 3 streets are to you, so you'd have a lot of dogs coming to your way. Or a lot of cats, sorry, since you picked cats.
No, the cats makes Oh yeah, some cats I probably wouldn't see for 2 weeks, maybe even a month.
Well, the thing is that they naturally gravitate towards you, so even if cats would normally just laze, they'd be like, ooh, I should go to that person, and they would just walk to you. No matter, they might slowly walk there because cat, but they would naturally gravitate towards you no matter what. So
And yet they got to eat at some point, Moose.
yeah,
And
but
I'm
you're
not,
not.
and I'm not feeding them.
No, you don't have to. They just they naturally come to you. They get the head pat. They get the bumps. Where cats bump their head into you, and then they let you go on your merry way. And it's like every time you pass through a street, you'll absorb all of the cats or dogs from that street. They'll come to you.
Oh,
They'll have the head pat, and then they'll leave you be. And then
oh gosh, hang on a minute. Now that's complicated things because my route to work takes me through many streets. So, that complicates matters. Oh no. All of a sudden there's a cat army outside. Great.
yeah, and if you ever want to get a train, that takes you past many streets. So once you get to your destination, slowly but surely, you've just absorbed all of the animals from those streets as you've passed through them, and they're all just coming to you. You can hear them marching.
Are you sure this isn't a mild inconvenience?
I don't
Because
know.
it
I'd love
feels like
that.
a mild inconvenience now. Dang it, Moose!
It's mildly useful if you only walk and also only live in the middle of nowhere, where 3 streets is not much.
Yeah, but even if I lived in the middle of nowhere, the teleportation car is not going to help matters.
Oh yeah, because if you teleport from A to B, then you don't have to navigate through anywhere else. So it's just the 3 streets around A and the 3 streets around B.
Yeah, but if it takes me to a Tesco that's in the middle of London where the 3 streets are massive.
Yeah. And I can imagine the store owners wouldn't like it very much. You're just buying, you've gone there to buy some bread, and suddenly there's 87 dogs in Tesco, or 54 cats. And I can imagine you'd get kicked out of the shops pretty quickly. You'd have to complete mandatory head pats outside the shop before going in.
Yeah, but at least that's again the problem with the dogs is that I would give the mandatory head pats outside. I'd walk inside, and about 5 minutes later, about 20 dogs have decided to wander back in behind me, just like, ooh, this person gave head pats. Let's go get more.
Oh no, see, they come for their one head pat and they leave, but you must head pat. They will not go away until they have head pat.
No, I give them head pat.
Yeah,
But knowing dogs and the energy that they have, they probably would have come back straight away.
No, they won't come back. They come to you once and then they go. They won't come back. It's a one and done job. They come, they pet, they leave. But that happens every time you go to that area.
Okay, now that makes things a bit easier, but I would still probably go with cats.
Yeah, makes sense. Cats are nice. I have had. Have you ever had
Especially as
Oh, sorry.
especially as I'd like to try and see cats get into the buildings that I'm working in, especially this particular one. Like, good luck with that.
You go for a bathroom break and like the cats start pouring in through the window, scurrying under the toilet door. You open the door. There's 27 cats like meow,
There is no
meow.
there is no windows on this on my toilets.
There will be. The cats will carve a window with their claws, scratching at the walls to come in. They
Yeah,
put the window in.
no, I don't see it happening.
No, that's fair. There'd have to be a lot of cats scratching at one particular place.
They'd have to get up there first.
Cats can climb.
Yeah, not in this building. They can't. It's freaking made of chrome. Good luck climbing chrome.
Just like shuffling out there, like Mission Impossible. People walking past and it's like, what is happening? Why are there like 50 cats on top of each other going up a building? Just everyone's confused. There's music playing, there's 50 cats, a car just appeared out of nowhere. You'd have people questioning their lives. It's like, what is today?
It's a day that ends in Y. Yeah, okay, fair enough.
I think it'd be fun. I can't imagine that being very inconvenient for dog owners, though. You know, you're going for a walk, you got your dog on your lead, you're taking it for its walk, taking it for a wee, and then the dog like senses that you have left the building. It's like, wait, Gaz is on the move. We must go for head pats. And then the dog owner's like, oh god, again. And then not only have you summoned 54 dogs, you've also got 54 very baffled owners.
54 doggo. That's no. I don't know it. What about the strays?
Yeah, you get the strays too. Yeah, so you got the 54 dog owners, and then you've got like 17 strays.
I'd prioritize the strays. I'd prioritize the strays so I could keep the dog owners there. And it's like, okay, apparently there's a dog owner meeting now. Okay, what is this, Crufts?
The manager of Tesco's like, please, we're just here to sell bread. Why are there so many dogs?
Tesco manager's also a dog owner. I bring your dog to work. So on her side, there's another 200 dogs just outside, and he's like, "Oh, what is
happening?" No one understands. There's theme music coming from somewhere. More dogs are arriving.
Like I said, what is this, Crufts?
Life just becomes very baffling.
For about 5 minutes, and all of a sudden everything's fine. It's like
yeah. Once you've completed your head pats, then everything disperses, and everyone's just like, "That was weird." And then it happens again the next time you go there. You need some cheese? Well, here come all the dogs, all the cats.
I suppose with cat owners, with cats, it would be less owners for a start, but probably more cats, and probably over a longer period of time because lazy.
Yeah, they'll take the time to meander to you.
2 weeks later, I was at the shops 2 weeks ago. How did you only just now get here? Go home.
How to get speed banned from every shop ever. Just become the Pied Piper.
But for dogs.
For dogs, cats.
No, I think I think it'd be less of a problem for cats. I don't know why, but I think it'd be less of a problem for cats.
You see, cats are a little bit sneaky. I feel like if you just summoned like 83 cats to Tesco, definitely they'd make out with some fish. Like, I mean, like, steal some fish, not tongue kiss a fish.
I knew what you meant. You didn't have to. Well, I knew what you meant. Then again, there are people in the world that know better than I do and would have gone there as well. So, fair play.
Yeah, just like, the cats would be like, ooh, free fish. And then they'd come for head pats complete with fish. And some cats like bread. And also, some cats like mushrooms. So, the fruit and veg section would be ravaged by cats. The fresh fish section ravaged by cats. I think dogs are less likely to just ravage the aisles of Tesco, probably.
You say that, but they're just a bull in a china shop. They'll just go zoom
It
and
depends how
create
big the
chaos
dogs
that
are.
way. Huh?
It depends how big the dogs are. Like, if it's just like a bunch of chihuahuas or something.
I mean, fair, but if there's a German Shepherd, then
It's just gonna knock everything over with them tail wags for head pats. Okay, right, and I have one final mildly useful superpower for you. Would you prefer mildly sticky hands, like not enough to bother you or let you climb the walls or anything, but enough so that you will never drop anything ever again, or always tied shoelaces? So you will never trip over your shoelaces again, but it does also mean that you can't untie them because they are always tied.
well, I'm going to break this one as well, just like I've broken a few questions today. Slip-on shoes exist, Moose.
That is true.
So I'm definitely going with the sticky hands because I'm a clumsy piece of sugar as well.
No, I can understand. Although I don't like the idea of my fingers being sticky.
If my fingers are a bit stick. Wait, hang on a minute. Phrasing.
Like, you're a little bit sticky. Like, imagine like you've had some sweeties and you've got some on your fingers, so you're a little bit tacky to the touch.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Yeah. No, I wouldn't mind. Regardless, it's fine. I would just. It would be one way to stop eating sweets.
Well, no,
Just
because they'd be
walk
stuck to your
just walk.
hands.
No. Let me finish. I'm not done yet. It's getting worse than this. Just walk in with a Kit Kat wrapper stuck to your hand. Gengar, my father would say to me, "Have you been eating chocolate again?" Shoot. I can't exactly say no. I don't want to say yes.
Can never get away with anything ever again.
Literal sticky fingers, caught red-handed, all that sort of double entendre.
Yep, no, that's anything that you touch. It's kind of like it's not sticky enough to bother you. So like you'll be aware that your fingers are slightly sticky, but it's not enough to be like, this is gross. But it's sticky enough that everything that you're holding will just stick to you unless you manually remove it. But the problem is both of your hands are sticky, so if you try to remove something from your left hand with your right hand, it's now stuck to your right hand.
I'd make work really difficult.
That would actually. You cannot type. Typing's not allowed.
No, I know. It's worse than that, Moose. Because I work for a grocery company in a warehouse.
Ah.
So, I could never pick up an item. Otherwise, it's just stuck to me. I could go around and do audits. That's a little different because I can do number things with audits. So, that's fine. But I would never be able to do somebody's order and box it and put it on the. I couldn't even touch the damn trolleys.
As long as someone
That'd make
takes
work-
it from your hands, that's fine because it's not sticky enough that like you're stuck to it forever. But you just have to pass off to everyone, so you'd have to be like the middle person, and like, there'd be person A, B, and C, and you have to pass as person B.
Yeah, no, I couldn't do that. Nah, I'd have to move jobs. There's no way I'm doing that very successfully. I would have to move jobs.
Yeah, because you'd get stuck to everything then. Like you go to sleep. If I'm a person that sleeps with my hand under my pillow, so I'd essentially stick my hand to my pillow. That'd be annoying. I don't like that. I would just have the tied shoes.
But we have slip-on shoes, so my shoes would never need to be tied. So I kind of default to, and chaos ensues.
Although I guess these two things are like they wouldn't work together either. Because if you had always tied shoes and hands that are slightly sticky, if you tried to untie the shoe, you'd just be stuck to the shoe forever.
Yeah.
It'd be an infinite loop. You'd become you'd just like, save me!
One sensible The other one makes sense if the other one isn't in use, but also, oh no.
Yeah. Okay, so you're
Well,
gonna
I thought I broke it, and then I realized actually if both hands are sticky all the time, that's not really gonna. Dang.
Yeah, they're kind of like Spider-Man sticky, but not enough for you to climb a wall.
Could I throw something and it would still stick to me? So like I just eh eh eh, and it's still there.
Like if you like and like shook your hands really hard, it would come off. Like it just be kind of like if say like if you're holding a drinks bottle in one hand and you put it in the other, you'd have to like out of one hand to the other and to pass it back. You'd have to take from one, but you could shake with enough force for it to fall off. It just wouldn't come off accidentally.
Interesting. Okay. I still might go with the sticky fingers just because.
Still go with the sticky fingers. Nah, I'm gonna just take the self-tying shoes.
Nah.
I just don't wear any shoes with laces.
No,
I don't
think
like the idea of being sticky.
nobody ever does, Moose.
Yeah. No, okay. So you're gonna go with sticky fingers. Final choice.
Yeah.
Okay. Fair enough. And with the sticky fingers complete, that actually does mean that your juicing has been completed, Gaz. How are you feeling?
Thoroughly confused. How did I get here? What am I doing in this blender? Who did this to me? What happened? How do
That sounds about right. Now, as you have been juiced, you have actually become gazpacho, which is basically a drinkable soup, but it's still a drink. But here you are.
I'm sorry, I have to see this. Hang on a minute. What have you done now?
You have become gazpacho. You cannot see your gazpacho.
I wasn't. The stream was not on my screen. I've been this entire time without screen because that's how I wanted to do this.
That's fair.
And also, oh my god, why my soup? Who did this to me? I am a good soup. I must be good soup.
Tasty soup. You have become soup. Drinkable soup. Soup's a drink. That's how that works. But you've been juiced into the gazpacho. So thank you very much for being juiced.
Well, thank you for having me. I knew last week when I said dibs, I wasn't sure if this would actually work. And then yesterday I got cold feet because I was like, actually, hang on a minute, what am I getting myself into? But no, this has been delightful and I appreciate this.
No, thank you very much for being juiced. It has been my pleasure to have you here. And should you wish for another blend some other time, I can check you back in the blender again.
But maybe 100 episodes in.
You have been a delight. Thank you, Gaz.
No, thank you. This has been absolutely wonderful, and thank you for being such a great host.
No, thank you. And that's it from the Juice Room for today. Thank you so much for listening. I've been your host, Moose. If you enjoyed it, don't forget like, subscribe, all that other good stuff. And thank you again. Bye-bye.